so much, so much. This situation teach you. It's a lot to swallow. It teach you how not to trust, but it teach you to have faith. Like everybody who's supposed to do right by me, I got faith you will. But I don't trust nobody. That ain't got nothing against nobody. It's just, like I said, when you look at heaven, heaven you real. And people like Biggie said, that song, when I die, I want to go to heaven. Like that. It's like you gotta be real to get into heaven. Once you get into heaven, everybody's real. You ain't gotta run no game and all that no more. Everybody real. So when you hear that, you feel the relief. I remember back in the day, I used to hear about heaven. I said, I ain't want to go to heaven either. You know what I'm saying? But then, when I experienced them experiences that I had, I said, and God told me, in heaven, you got to get to heaven, you got to be real. And I'm like, wait a minute. That kind of throw everything else in the trash can, because you would expect our definition of real and the physical is not the same definition of the actual word real. Now we live in an illusion. You know, you you come into the club, you got nice clothes on, you got this on, you got nice clothes on. You come into the club and you come into the club and everybody see you clean, you got this and that. Oh, anyway, church, well. And immediately people like, yeah, he real. You got a nice car, yeah, he real. That ain't got nothing to do with it. And then you gotta get all that out your head. And then you be like, oh, okay, real. You know what I'm saying? Real. It's the place to go and it's the place to be. And it's like, it's more earths. And it's like, you want to do a lot on this earth that you can't do, but the other earth you probably can. But there's a sex realm, there's a sex earth. Ain't nothing but sex. It's like all is important. But here, it's like we gotta know where to share the oil or something like that. I don't want to get into that. I hear somebody say they want my jacket. God gave me the jacket. It's a gift from God. That's why I can't play y'all little games. Can't have this jacket. That's all I got left. Can't give you my jacket. If I give you my jacket, I'll be wondering where my soul is. I don't know what kind of game y'all play. I don't play no though. But I don't know what that is. If I, you know, if I supposed to play, God let me know. But yeah, I got people that, you know, kind of gave me a heads up before I got into all this. And I kind of like, okay, I might want to chill a little bit. It's a game, it's a legal game, you know, whatever. It's stressful to me though. I don't know how people just volunteer. Well, I see why people do it. You get stuff that money can't buy, but, you know, I would play. But, anyway, I'm just sitting here thinking about heaven, though, thinking about how good it is over there. It's total opposite from here. It's like if you got a broken home here, you got that same home over there. It's the total opposite of a broken home. Same family members and Total opposite. Everything total opposite. And then it got the parts in heaven that you see on YouTube. Heaven is broad if you can get there. We might start talking about heaven. People don't talk about heaven enough. That's probably why a lot of us don't want to really get there. Heaven is beautiful though, man. It's like you gotta be real though. When you're a warrior angel, y'all angels must understand something. It's harder for us. Like everybody in the Bible, you read the Bible, you look at the Bible, you look at all the names in the Bible, a lot of people. But when you look at the characters that freed everybody, it ain't that many. If it's 1,200 pages in the Bible, it's 1,200 people that did it. And out of all the people that you hear about. So it's like those people had to release us, relieve us. So if it wasn't for those people, we wouldn't have never got a relief. We still got a release. We still got relief to this day. We still got relief to this day. We got a relief to this day. We got Martin Luther King, that was a relief. Harriet Tubman was a relief. It's just the outcome is a whole lot, I guess you could say, worse. Probably started with Jesus. But the rest of them, they were celebrated. They're supposed to go, they need to go back to that. But, you know, after Jesus, it's like they was tortured to death for freeing everybody. If Jesus didn't die on the cross, we wouldn't have freedom of choice, even though y'all acting like we still don't. I beg to differ, though. You make me keep singing for no reason at all, you know? Well, you got reason, but I don't know. My relationship with God is different from everybody else's, man. I take God serious. I remember many times in my life where I was finna get a nice home or get a nice car or a job, and somebody said, somehow God got in the midst of it. Or they wanted me to do something, that's it. They wanted me to do something. They wanted me to do something, I was like, nah, I can't do that. And they be like, why? I was like, cause my relationship with God, I might say that. Oh man, you need to be serious though. You know, and sometimes you gotta be bold and do stuff sometimes. But you just gotta know what you know. It's too many games being played with people's souls out here. And people's essence. I'm like, well, you know, I die alone and broke before I let you swallow my soul, take my soul from me. That's all I got, man. I've been out here, man. It don't matter what kind of root chakra you got, you still gonna get treated like garbage. you still gonna get treated like garbage. So it really don't matter, bro. Like, I'm good for the moment. I need to work my underpay. I need to figure out how to get my chest. I gotta do it without weights. I ain't got no weights in that. Every time I get somebody stealing me, I got them little weights, they just too light, man. And I ain't got but one of those. I need more weights, I guess. If I can get this part worked out, I'm good. You said, I ain't worried about nothing. I don't really worry about the job and getting these muscles right here to tighten up in the back. And I'll be good, bro. That's all the problem I got. I ain't got nothing to work them out with. I think you gotta have something to do this. And I can't do that pull-up no more. Not with this neck surgery. It ain't. That neck surgery, them pull-ups ain't working out for me, man. It's like, it feel like a bone is shifting. And I know people be like, well, if you got God ain't gonna heal it because I knew better. That's the thing about God. You do something you ain't got no business doing, He gonna let you stay right there. I'm telling you, if you're a warrior angel, or you're an angel in any kind of fashion or form, and you put yourself in some situation and you expect God to get you out of it, you better think again. You better think again. It'll take hell and high water to get God to look at you again. It's rough. You don't want to lose God or good fortune on your life or God looking out for you. You don't want to lose that at all. It's hard when you're an angel, especially if you don't know. You out here doing the chicken and all that. Man, you crazy, bro. Hey, you wildin' out there. But you gotta tread softly because it's obviously a test. You gotta know you're an angel, though. That's why I say a lot of y'all young ladies out there, if you was coming towards me and you didn't make it towards me, you a slayer. You a slayer. Problem is you didn't know it, and your opposing team did. They was talking about this. I ain't gonna talk about that. They was talking about a certain crime that be committed. There are people that think it was a law for it, but it is. It is a law for it. It is. Y'all be careful, man. I'm telling you, when I seen it, when I was like, what is this? I had to stop. They throw you in something, they expect, yeah. Grabbing, all that. You ain't never liked me before, you ain't blowed your horn. You don't even look at me. All of a sudden, you happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wave like, man, what I did, what I done wrong. You look into it, oh hell, they taking parts off of it. They selling you for the sake of money. Oh Lord. You know, they doing something to you, they exploiting you. They getting paid off your humiliation. You know, ongoing. It's just different things. There's all kind of different stuff out here, man. I tell you what else I need, an axe or a sludge hammer. And I need to just do that all day long. That'll help me out in my back. I just need to switch it up. I ain't gonna be able to do no pull-up. I need to switch it up. I need an axe and a sludge hammer. Do that on your back all day long, boy. That work you out real good. I'm gonna have to go find some stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to go to the shop. They don't nobody want me to have nothing. They got so many stereotypes and stipulations on me, and projections on me. They starting to believe it themselves. You gotta act. What was that? He gotta act. Oh man, it's awful. This situation is so awful. When you in this situation, keep the faith. Hold on. Hold on to God with everything you got. Hold on to God with everything you got, man, because they're gonna treat you so bad to where you wanna lose yourself. And that feeling gonna come. Let it come. It's gonna come often, let it come. But let it keep going. And over time, you're no longer gonna be hollow to it, you're no longer gonna be shallow to it, you're no longer gonna be numb to it, and not even nonchalant to it. They got another word for it. You're gonna above it. You're gonna be above it. You're gonna get above it. You gotta get above it. That's the word for above it. This been rough, dog. You would figure the hardest part would be the lovers that were coming, but if you like me, it ain't the lovers. I just have faith and hope they do the right thing and got motives that's led in the right direction for their sake and for mine. My ancestors ain't never failed me, y'all. Whether I'm in the good or the bad. Everybody else might have, but my ancestors haven't never failed me. God ain't never failed me. I remember one of the worstest moments of my life. And I remember finna be reckless. You know, we all go there, especially when you're young. The only time in my life. And I remember hearing that still voice in my head. I remember hearing God say, don't do it. Don't do it. I had every reason to do it. Every reason. The energy shift around me. I felt the wind shift. I wasn't angry. It's like the Naruto. It's like that energy just come out of nowhere. And I felt God just say, don't do it. The first time in a long time I heard God. He said, don't do it. And I've been hanging on ever since. I've been wanting to hear God's voice when I heard God's voice at that time for a long time. I was looking for God diligently. Haven't heard from God in so long. And I remember something traumatic happened in my life. It was awful. It was terrible. And I remember being so upset I couldn't cry. It wasn't a tear to cry. It wasn't nothing to bring you anger. It was just sharp. It was just sharp, bro. And I remember just going somewhere else in my head. I remember the energy shifting around me immediately. It's like, let's say I was outside and leaves, leaves came off the ground and everything. It's like everything just shifted, boy. And in a few seconds. And then animals started coming around me, deers, cats, and like immediately, snakes, immediately. And I heard God say, don't do it. I heard God say, don't do it. And after that, it was very good for me because I was looking for God diligently. I was really looking for God. And I was looking in all the wrong places. At this time I was young and I thought God was on the outside. I'm spending all this money and still trying to find God, and the whole time God in the inside. I said, oh my God. And but so at that time when I heard him, I stayed close to him ever since and made sure I didn't lose him again. Now when he tests and stuff like this come on, he go dormant now. And I'm gonna tell y'all women something. Y'all test it the same way. Y'all just do it in a different way. Same test. And if you on my tree, you talking about me resetting and you resetting the energy. That ain't just, man, you from my tree. There's one of y'all out there, put it like this, one of y'all out there, say y'all alone. Your energy is so close, I never met you in the physical. Your energy is so close to mine. Whatever you were doing, they blame me for it. And when the smoke cleared, they said, it's such and such, it ain't that. And it's one of y'all girls. To you, whatever you're doing probably ain't bad or nothing like that. And you just, you know, it's probably a job or a game or whatever. And you just lonely or something. But I can't tell you how the spirits feel about it. But I'm telling you, you did something earlier or yesterday, did alone, and the energy shift, honey. I ain't never met you. I want to meet you though. And I want to meet you. Cause you did something. You know about them loans and stuff. You know a lot about this stuff. You know a lot about it. You the one got one of these bracelet things. Well, you the one I named after one of the bracelets. You didn't put them on me, I don't think. I just named it out there. But you did something, and like I said, to the world, to the physical world, it might not even be bad or nothing like that, but it's counted for loans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here getting busted up for it. I'm over here getting busted up for it. Oh, they say he gave a loan again. What did he get a loan to? Who he did it for this time? Take this, take that, take this, just descend, lash after lash. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm like, I don't even know what they be talking about at the time. You know what I'm saying? They'll say all kinds of stuff. Like all y'all, the whole tree. Like some of y'all drink. They say he over here drunk. Some of y'all do other stuff. He doing this, and I have to literally wait. It's like getting stabbed. Like literally, that's how close we are. It's like getting stabbed. And now I know where all these punishments be coming from. So they finally realized they done pretty much did me in, and then they said, oh, it ain't tag, it's shouting. You know what I'm saying? It's shouting. And and you just did it. Like this morning or yesterday or something. And it says alone, they blame me for it. In other words, they were like, that's how close our oil is to the whole tree though. The whole tree like that. That's how close our oil is. That's how close. Listen to me when I tell you. I think you kind of in the dark. You know, you kind of dark. You know, not dark like bad dark. You just like a queen or something or something, whatever you are. But anyway, you your oil and my oil is almost identical. And they were knocking my head off. All y'all like that though. All y'all. Y'all know who y'all are by now. I know y'all sitting over there saying, I wish I never did this. I wish I never did this. I wish I never started this. I can hear that a lot of y'all, even some of the ones that meant to do it, and you know, the worst is one. Even them, like, man, I wish I never had nothing to do with this. I know, I wish we could have came together in a better way. And y'all be trying to help, and it ain't helping. It's like God on us. This tree, our little small tree, our baby tree, or our young tree. I think we got the youngest tree. We in so much trouble, y'all. I gotta stand up straight. If you knew the trouble we was in, you'll see when y'all really start looking into this, especially you spiritualists and you readers and stuff like that, and you conduits or whatever. When y'all start looking into this, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, I don't know how he been holding it together. we gotta hurry up and clean up. Like, it's like, if I fall, the tree fall. It's like, we can't afford for another fall. When my flame did everything she did, that hit us hard. Because she one of the strongest ones on the tree. That hit us hard. That hit us hard, boy. Ooh wee. And it's like, if I budge, I know y'all like, I can't move. Even if I want to do testing, I can't do nothing. That hit her hard, bro. That hit her hard when she went to the left on that pole thing. She didn't know no better. And it's like, y'all, if I do it, we done. Somebody gotta hold this tree together. I just pray and hope one day that y'all figure this out and see it for yourself. Taking care of your tree is just as important, if not more important, than taking care of yourself. Other people know this. And I really feel other nationalities would start celebrating us if we figure this out. I feel that deep inside, no matter who they are, racist or not. I feel like once we figure this out, other nationalities will start celebrating us. We gotta look at why they don't move like us, why they ain't doing stuff. It's a reason for it. It's a genetic reason for it. It's an important, deeply rooted reason for it. The way we've been moving is hazardous. They gotta keep us in pens. They ain't got no choice. They gotta keep us in pens. Man, y'all just pay attention, man. Don't sit there and say, they ain't doing this because of this and they ain't doing this because of that. Don't say that. That's why they got these games, because it's kind of safe. You know what I'm saying? Watch them. Everybody you in the game? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, it don't matter, a different nationality. In the game, you know, you deal with people in the game, you know. But ain't nobody, you know, I can't talk about that. But it's just that we gotta recognize this stuff. We gotta start recognizing this stuff. It's even like one of my, I know she feel bad for another one outside of my flame. She do too. I can feel it, bro. Cause y'all know it. Y'all like, this is affecting us all. It is. It is. It take everything inside of me. It's like, if all y'all pulling this way, you forcing the whole tree to pull that way. And it's taking everything inside. It's like that little king thing they showed me, holding the king and keeping myself from getting stabbed. But it's like, for me, in my position, the energy is different. It's like the game is different. It's like I know rules about this game that they avoiding, and they avoiding their own contract. It's like they're doing something wrong, and I can't speak on it. And they supposed to go by the rules, bro. But they want to just, it's just like they get a taste for something, they want to keep eating it, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that. So we will be deep. Somebody is trying to clean up our whole tree. Listen, one thing about it, we must understand that light and there's darkness. You can't mix them up. Somebody got to be of the light. Somebody got to do good. Don't decapitate the only good thing that's holding the tree up. Help that good thing. Don't feel sorry for it, because if you feel sorry for me, you feel sorry for yourselves. Fix the problem. This is a problem. This is a problem that's been done and orchestrated. Work on the problem, because it's our tree. Ain't nobody gonna give you ain't nobody else gonna give you their engine and their batteries. You can forget it. Ain't nobody else gonna give you, and just because they be with you and married don't mean they gave you nothing. I know people that's married to a different tree, and that person is a certain type of energy in the spiritual realm, and this person is a certain type of energy, and that person is taking the damn energy from this tree and giving it to their tree. They don't know this though. You know, it ain't nothing bad about it, but it ain't good either. And that person is draining the tree, like literally shifting limbs in the whole tree. Literally shifting mindset, shifting everything. It's important we figure out this tree stuff. Very important. Very important that we figure out this tree stuff. But it's like, you gotta have a light. So it's like you got a whole tree over there. Everybody in the dark just about. Man, it's a warrior angel tree. You gotta have light in it, y'all. It's not no war demon angel tree. It's a warrior angel tree. You gotta have light. You gotta support what little light you got on this tree. Don't drag the light down and say, you gotta do it because we do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Protect your tree. Protect your tree. I don't care what kind of business you in, what you got going on. That tree is your lifeline, man. You can hurt me, and let's say it's some celebrities out there that I'm part of. You're going to tear them down. They probably some of the greatest celebrities we have ever seen. And let's say you cut me off, just cut me down. They going to be affected, and you going to see it. Regardless. Y'all got to slow down, man. We all do.